Yo, everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're going to be going through another coaching session. Today, we're going to be going through and just seeing what the subscriber does well, things you can do better at. First things first, we're going to go through a couple of, I would like to say, low-hanging fruits, things that honestly will just give you the advantage straight away. Okay, so the first thing, my friend, is this minimap. This is a very bad minimap. So we want to have the square one just because it has more radius, more things to look at. Not radius, but you know, it has more things to look at. It's easier to see. Like, bro, right now, if you look at your minimap, we're getting no information from this. It's really hard to kind of see what's going on in this minimap. So the first thing I want you to do is change your HUD, go through and change your minimap. Because right now you're using the default one. You see this extra information, you're actually missing it. You're missing all these corners and it's just really hard to see. Like right now on the minimap, I actually don't even know what's going on in there. And you know, it's just causing a big disadvantage for you. Okay, so the first thing I would say is change your minimap. As we go through, great shots. This guy's one shot, good kill. So you back away, the second guy's there, you get taken down. Okay, nothing crazy. Let's see what happens off the spawn here. So I believe the subscriber in coaching is gold. I think it's Des, I believe it's called. So yeah, let's see what my boy Des can do here. He's going to go through. So off the break here, there's about 35 seconds left. Going to go around there, see if we can rotate. Okay, so interesting. So we get our first piece of information here. So this we've got to be careful and kind of just understand what's going on. So I want to go through and see how we got this first piece of information. So let's back away slightly. So right now we go through. Look at the minimap, okay? We don't see anyone. So turtle just dies, go through right there. As soon as turtle spawns on the left, that gives us some information. So we now know our teammate spawns on the left. So let's go through tac maps together. We're going to be the red team in this situation. We're going to be red number one. So we're going up to this ladder here. Back away. How should we do this? Let's do it like that. So we're going red number one. We're going to go up this ladder here. So as we're going up this ladder, you end up seeing your teammates spawn there, okay? So during this time, when your teammates spawning there, you also have your other teammates around there. So what that should tell you is, okay, the rest of the team are actually spawning behind your team. Why? Why do we know this? Because your team just spawned there. So your teammates now, currently, the latest spawn that your team has is here. If your teammate's blocking this spawn because he spawns there, that means the opponent is going to spawn around there. So that's kind of the knowledge that we have in our head just from the minimap. Okay, so we go through. There's one right in front of us. We go through. Good shots, really good shots there, to be fair, from you. Makes them weak, makes them both weak. So in that situation, one thing I would say is when you kind of go up a little bit and, you know, you get to a good point and you make them weak, I feel like one thing you could do there is just be a little bit better in terms of your equipment. I feel like equipment would be a great job there. They don't have a trophy. Look how far your trophy is. You've barely touched your trophy system. It's the same for them, right? They haven't got their trophy. So you go through, really good shots there. I feel like just chuck a grenade up, chuck a stun up, and just, you know, be impactful. Hold this area. You have a teammate on the right. So right now, the one thing I would say is I'm not really worried about mid-map because your teammates are in that window. I would actually just be concerned about keeping them off the hill because we know if we get these kills, they're now going to spawn down there. We look on tac maps, they're going to spawn in this alleyway. And that's actually great for us because it's a hard point for them to push through, okay? So one thing I would say is right now when you're putting pressure on them, really good shots, you back away. This guy's weak. Don't back away. Keep that pressure. I think you did a good job there. Just keep that pressure, okay? Two go down. Again, you spawn here. You block this spawn. So now they have to spawn here. The kills you get, the opponents have to spawn in this area here. So let's play us out. Just like I mentioned, they're going to be spawning there, okay? So we now know they're going to be spawning in this little pit immediately as you go through. So the reason why I wanted you to go earlier is because now you've left your teammates. You can see they all die. Can you see where your teammates were? Your teammates were up there and there. So that's why I said when you were standing in the middle, I think you should have committed to the fight because you would have been able to reinforce your team and kind of clear the area. But instead, you end up wrapping all the way around and you left your teammates in a position where they were getting outnumbered. So now you're by yourself. I don't really like getting on the hill by yourself because, again, you're by yourself. So I feel like there's more chance of dying. But in this situation, again, you have to use your equipment. You know they're coming through down there, okay? Good play. Really good play with a stun. Not bad at all, okay? So down by 15. You're going to go through. Again, pick up an AR here. Just kind of play your life. In terms of the minimap, you should know they're coming through the bottom area. That's just a bit unfortunate. One thing I would say is just play the left-hand side of the hill. Just soak up this time. This time's important. You don't see anyone there. So right now you see one person, okay? So we see one person there. That should tell you that the rest of the team, if they're not there, that means they've rotated around. Okay, so that's the comm you should be giving to your teammates. Look, they're rotating around. And honestly, just soak up as much time as possible here, bro. You're in a good spot. Just soak up time. Don't do anything crazy. Just play your life, soak up time. So you go through, you go to the right. As soon as you go through, like in this situation, again, back away. I think right now you're just overcommitting a little bit. That's not a gunfight you're going to win. Your teammates right there. Just kind of back away because that's 6 seconds you could have got. For no reason, you just end up overcommitting. So just play a little bit smarter in terms of your life there. But overall, not a bad P1. I know you're down by a little bit, but it doesn't really mean too much. So right now, where is the team and what can we do? What can we learn? 2 people go down in the kill feed. That means we're looking for 2. If I had to guess right now, based on when you spawned, I would guess the last 2 people are going to be down here, kind of pushing forward, okay? Maybe one goes top window, but I feel like they'll be around that situation. Let's see how you play this. So there is one. Okay, so right there again, just like I mentioned, so I actually predicted it right about where they could be. And it's just about understanding, first of all, why did I guess that? And second of all, what could you have done a bit better there? So the first thing, I feel like, in terms of timings, yes, the hill's white, but just like I mentioned, in terms of timings, if we go back 10 seconds, I said that they were probably rotating around. So I feel like they should be around this area here. So for me, the first thing I want you to do is kind of like, okay, no one's middle map. Let me go to the right. They're going to be this underground area. Let me go through tac maps and show you what I mean. They were spawning. Let's give them the blue spawn, okay? Let's make them the blue spawn. They were spawning around here. They were spawning around there. You were going to be the red spawn. So you were spawning around here in this situation. In this scenario, if we have a look at the map, you're over there, you're red number 1. You have a teammate on your left. You have another teammate on your left on the hill. You have another teammate around there. So you have 3 teammates around there. You killed 2 people. So 2 people are going to spawn back there, okay? Now, because it's P2, they're actually going to change. They're going to spawn around there. They might spawn closer, so they might spawn around there. The other 2 people, because they were no longer there and you didn't see them, it's safe to assume they rotated early. So I'm going to assume they've rotated already. And this is how I'm thinking. They've rotated already now. They have a few options. They could go through this area here and land at P2. They could go up this ladder and go on P2. They could go underground and go behind you, but I'm going to guess that they're going through the outer skirts in this information. That's why I'm kind of guessing. So as I go through right now, it's P1. This is you. You're player 1. You should be using your stuns and grenades, and you should be trying to get there as quick as possible. You should be trying to get there so you can kill them in this area here. You want to kill them before they get to P2. Okay, so again, timing wise, you go through, and then look, you end up just dolphin diving over, you end up overcommitting. Right there, you had a really good spot. You could have stayed there, got some shots, went pro and played your life. You just stun and nade. There's no trophy there. You would have been able to kill them. Okay, so you kind of overcommitted there. You end up dying. You end up going through. For that dolphin dive, definitely just overcommitted for no real reason. Then just take your time a little bit there. Take your time. You spawn kind of close, which is fine. Again, you know they're going through middle. Great. I like that you watch middle. And now it's about checking the hill. Okay, good kill. Play your life here. Play your life. So the angle you're taking, I'm not really a fan of. Again, right there. So why did I say that? Let me show you. Right now, where's the danger? The danger is on your left, okay? So right now, when you get this kill, before we do anything here, let's go through the danger points. Your team's behind you. You're covered against the wall, which is fine. There's one player right there, but the other players on your left, they are easily going to see you. Let's use tac maps again. You killed one, he's going to spawn out there, that's fine. There could be a player right there with an AR. There could be someone sitting right there with an AR, okay? And you're going through, there's someone right there, and you're just ignoring the threat on the left. In my opinion, there's such a high threat from this potential number 4 with an AR. If I'm sitting as number 4 with an AR, I'm holding this crossfire. I'm holding this left-hand side like that and just kind of stopping anyone from going there. So for me, this is kind of like a big red flag because you're just standing there. You should have chucked a stun there, maybe chucked a grenade, and maybe just gone around here and kind of played for cuts and kind of waited. Just stay around here and stop the reinforcements. Sometimes what you want to do is you want to stop the bleeding, right? So what I mean by that is this player's pushed up, that's fine. He's not going to get on the hill because he's scared of your team. He's scared that you guys are going to trade him. So he's trying to make some noise. So sometimes let him be there. Let him be the distraction because your teammates are there. So sometimes just think of the bigger picture and say, right, why don't I play for cuts? Why don't I cut the lanes here? Why don't I stand here and stop anyone from pushing through and stop anyone from coming through middle? That way, think about it. If you play this really well, let's say you stop 2 of them. They're going through. Let's say you get a big 2-piece here. Okay, you kill 2 of them. They spawn back there. What you've just done is slow them down, allowed time for your teammates to go through and kill this player. You then would have had full control of the hill, all because you decided to prioritize the other guy. But look, you actually end up falling for that. You end up falling for the trap. This player would have overcommitted, by the way. That player would have overcommitted. And that player on the ladder, like I mentioned, that would have been a free kill. That would have been a free kill for you. So sometimes I want you to just don't get distracted, my friend. Don't get distracted by the small picture. Don't get distracted by the players on the hill. Sometimes just look at the map and say, right, where should we go? What should we do? Right now, I'd say get an assault rifle just to kind of watch the long lane. Again, same situation. You're kind of playing tight angles. I would say get an AR out there just to kind of watch the long lane, okay? You spawn at the back. Let's keep going through. Got 20 seconds. We've got to start rotating here. Couple of routes you can take. I would say go underground because they're probably going to have someone top middle. They're probably going to have someone set up like this. If we look at their setup, they're probably going to have someone like that. I would say they have 2 people on the old hill because they probably won't rotate. You got someone behind you. You got one going through middle. And the thing is, you're coming with your team, right? You got a lot of teammates in green, which means you're in a party. So there's a lot of communication going on. I can hear you guys kind of calm. I muted it a bit, but I can hear you guys calm. So I know you guys, have communication. So some of these setups should be a little bit better. Right now, you're in the back foot. You're not rotating early enough in terms of your setup. So we need to rotate here and get a good P3, okay? So what I want to see you now is take a route. You have time. You have 20 seconds. Give yourself time and take a route here. Let's see what you do. Go underground, go underground, go underground. Okay. So the reason why I don't like this play is because you have your gun out. So you have your knife out. but there was absolutely no information on the enemies. So they could have been easily, someone could have been right there. They could have been right there. They look down, they kill you, and you spawn even further back. So right now, for me, this is just a lazy route because it's an easy route for them to guess. Look at that. So right there, let me go through this player. You see how you weren't expecting it, but I called it out early. This is a common theme that I'm seeing, okay? I'm seeing that you're doing stuff, and then I'm calling out the danger of it. Okay, this player here, if this player was just sat there with an assault rifle and pre-aiming this door, you're now dead. You not only do you die there, you spawn all the way back there, you just waste 10 seconds getting back to the exact same spot, and you're trapped there for P4, sorry, for P3. Have to be more careful. Right there, I would have liked you to go underground. Look, you have your knife out, now you're going through, you're sliding, good omni movement, but it's just a bit too late. It's a bit too late, and you're just giving yourself a low chance of winning. Again, you get away with it in this situation, in this lobby. But what we're trying to do is rely on, better scenarios. Right now, I don't like what you're doing, but I can see what you're doing. You're trying to sit on the hill, you're trying to shut the doors to give yourself, some breathing room. But the issue you have is, one, you get no information, and two, all you're doing is trapping yourself in the hill. There is no map control. So what you want to do in this situation, okay, my friend, is not sit yourself in the hill and say, you know what, instead of trapping myself in the hill, why not cut the lanes? Why not push up, get the map control, get the spawns, and get the kills? Because look, you get 2 kills, you shut the doors, doesn't do anything. They've trapped you in the hill right now. Look, he goes in, there's one. Again, good 2-piece from you. But these are the lobbies you're playing in. These are the lobbies you're playing in. For me, this is the issue. When you play for kills over spawns, this is what happens, okay? Right now, you're prioritizing the hill and the kills instead of the spawns. Look what happens. You end up getting a 2-piece. First of all, in better lobbies, you don't get any kills here. Why? Because they know they spawn at the back. Their first thing they do is slide around the corner and they take your head off. Because you're in the corner, they camera you. That's the first thing. Second thing is you get a 2-piece, okay? Great job, you get a 2-piece. Then you get traded immediately. So you got about 6 seconds in that situation. So you get a 2-piece and you get traded. So you still lose the fight. You still spawn out. So this is why spawns are so important. Look where you spawned. Even after getting a 2-piece, you still spawn out. Even after that situation. So yes, you got a few seconds there, but they're not valuable. You want to play for spawns, play around, be annoying, okay? Right now you're going through, and you can see every single hill we've had, you've constantly spawned out. Your gun skill definitely is better than the rest of the team. I can see your gun skill is better than the opponent. You're doing a good job. This route you're taking now, we should have done earlier. Should have done way earlier, bro. Because what you're doing now, you're taking the route when the hill's already popped. You should have right now when you died. This is 30, 40 seconds ago. Right now you should have taken the route. Right now you should have gone underground, gone round through spiral, gone behind them and blocked the spawns, okay? This is where you should have done it. But even right now when you go through and you somehow finesse this guy, your priority is wrong here, in my opinion. Your priority now, your teammate gets a kill. Your priority should be, okay, 10 seconds left. Instead of going in and shutting these doors and shutting the doors and trying to just sit in a corner, right, like that, instead of locking down this area, what I would say right now is go round, block the spawns by standing there. Let me show you through attack maps, okay? If you, instead in this situation, if you did this, if you went round and blocked these spawns, what would have happened? Every kill your teammates get in that situation would have spawned your team here and would have spawned the enemies there. You see? So in this situation, this is where we pause it and we kind of go through this. This is very important. In this scenario, you have let the opponents keep the spawns. You haven't been able to push them back. And what you do now is you're not going for spawns, so they're going to keep it, and you're going to just give yourself a harder time. So look, right now you should be thinking, okay, my teammate actually got the back there. That's great. He gets the spawns. So my teammate gets the spawns. Instead of shutting the door here, you should be thinking, okay, we need to maximize map control. Let me check the left. Let me go to the left and see if anyone's there. What you're doing is, instead of checking the danger zones, if we use tac maps again, instead of checking this area here to see where the team is, you're completely giving it up. Let's switch it. Right now you actually get the spawns. Your teammate spawns there. It's great. Instead of you sitting in the hill and letting them put pressure on you, what you should be doing is seeing, okay, my teammates died. My teammates are kind of out all over the place. I don't really know where they are. Let me check the left. Let's see if anyone's there. If no one's there, go up the zip and hold the hill from the front. Hold the middle from the front. You know why? Because this is what they're going to do. You know, this situation right now, this is exactly what the opponents are going to do. They're going to come through this mid-map area, just like you are. They're going to come through this mid-map area, just like you are. So what you should have done is think, okay, where would be a good spot for me to block them? If you sat up there, or on the zip like that zip, and went through the window, you would have been able to see the whole of middle and the whole of the left, even with a sub, you would have just got information and slowed them down. But instead, you're tucked in the corner there. You have no information middle map, so that it's very easy for them to break through, okay? So we've got to be more careful there and just think about the bigger picture. Right now, you're thinking of the hill, so it's definitely good. You're not kill horroring, you're going for this for the time. I understand that's definitely a good attribute, but the issue is you're not really going for map control, and you have the gun skill. So right now, you see you've trapped yourself in a corner, you're shutting the door, you're shutting the door. We have no info where they are, and guess where they are? One's upstairs. He's upstairs, which is where you should have been. You should have been there getting those kills, okay? And he actually comes through zip line, which is interesting because remember earlier I said you should go through zip. So right here, this is where the timings are really interesting because right here, you should have went round. You should have went round and stopped them from going through zip. You should have stood right there. If we look at attack maps, that little ledge, if you went round right here and stood on that ledge, watch the area, no one's there, cool. Someone's there, you beam them, you back them away, fine. No one's there, you go up the zip, go up the zip, go up the zip, watch the front window, nice and easy, you hold the hill. That's a chain effect. Instead, you end up dying. Because you die, you end up spawning out. You spawn out, look what happens. You have to travel all the way from here. Look how much further this is. You have to travel all the way from here. Now you're on the back foot, okay? So this play now is a bit too late. You're going through with 30 seconds left, just a bit too late. But you're in, let's see what you do. Okay, good kill. Reposition, that's fine. Take your time, take your time, take your time. You're one shot, bro. You're one shot. Just chill, just chill. You're one shot. There's no need to run in. You're absolutely one shot. Take your time. Good shot here. Great angle. I like this from you. Even right there. I mean, I like it, but you should be more careful there. You want to slide across earlier. Look at your health on the bottom left, okay? In this situation, when you die, you are going to spawn all the way out. I would rather you wait till this heals up fully. They know you're coming through here because you just ran through the other side. So this is the most obvious spot for them to look. And you just look, you're just banging in like that. Right now, look at your centering. You're just centered in, banging in. This guy, if he was looking at you, he gets a kill. Your timing there, just wait for a second. Your teammates aren't there yet. And look at this, you're behind them, but you're still one shot. Give yourself a second, bro. Give yourself an extra second there. You managed to get 2 kills, which was great, but give yourself a second there because now look, your teammates die. And now look, okay, immediately, what should we do now? Let's pause it. Let's go through this together. What should we do? Right now in this situation, you should be thinking, you know what? 15 seconds. P4 is a massive money hill. We're down by a bit. Let me jump down. Let me rotate and let's get 60 seconds. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's see the route you're taking. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Go through. Be quick here. Be quick here. Okay, perfect. Great stuff there. You're in the hill. This should be a money hill. All set up. Let's have a look at the minimap. See what's empty. Good use of equipment. I'm okay with that. Not bad, not bad. This is okay. Jump up top to get some information. I like your cameraing. I love your cameraing. Great. See, when I'm complimenting the way you're playing, I feel like you're doing good automatically. So it's like, I'm saying you're doing good when you're actually doing the good stuff and it's working. Right there, a little bit of tunnel vision. Just a little bit of tunnel vision. You're doing fine. Your teammates on the left there. Just hold what you're doing. Just hold what you're doing. Go up top there. I would say right now, look, just chill where you are. You didn't need to overcommit there. And I feel like right there, they came behind you. They came through that timing. And I feel like, look, you just kind of started tweaking. You started looking at your teammates. Like, all you had to do was sit up here and just watch what you were doing. Like, what you're doing is fine. Checking that right. And then right there, when you get this kill, perfect play. Now, from here, just go up top again. Like, watch this right. That's fine. But you don't overcommit. He's probably in that left corner. You just hold this angle. Your teammate's watching your left here. Look, your teammate's got your big double doors. Right now, your other teammate's got spiral. You just need to watch this. But look what you do, okay? Let's play this out slowly. You go through, you give it up immediately, watch big double door. But when you give it up, he comes behind you. A little bit of timing, don't get me wrong, a little bit of timing, but you allow that timing to happen, okay? I always feel like people are in charge of their own timing, and that was a perfect example. If we watch the kill cam, okay, you skipped it. Remember to watch the kill cam sometimes so you see what goes wrong, but you gave away that position. That was nothing to do with gun skill. That was just a bit of discipline to say, okay, I'm holding a position. Let me just hold it. You know they're going to push you. Just hold the pre-aim, okay? I love the pre-fire. Really good pre-fire. I like that a lot. Unfortunate. You had your equipment there. I would just spam it because your teammates are a bit behind, so you want to be able to break their trophies and be a bit annoying. Your teammates are definitely costing. Your teammates are definitely costing 0 seconds on the hill, and they're not really slaying. So your teammates are definitely trolling. Don't get me wrong, but you can still do a bit better. One thing as well, you haven't switched to an AR once, or I feel like certain times you could. Even picking an AR up would be really helpful. Like right now, like you're on the hill with no map control. This is a good time to, you know, pick up an AR or push up a little bit or do something. Like you see, you're in the middle of the hill. You have no map control. You're by yourself. This is like such a hard mission for you. Again, you're frying, you're getting kills, you're getting kills. I think this is the message you said as well, like, oh, I'm getting kills, but we're losing a lot of the games. And I can see why. It's because you're doing a little bit of everything. You're kind of frying, but your teammates are just not pulling their weight, in my opinion. They're really not. 3 go down. That's perfect. You know the last guy's on the hill. That's 4 down. He's on the stairs. He's on the stairs in front of you. He has to be on the stairs in front of you. Okay, so right, okay, interesting. You're getting off the hill to play a little bit of time, maybe because you get split spawns there. Okay, or the cruise missile comes in. Again, something I have to say with your teammates, you have to just become more of a leader and kind of command them where to go. Because right now, I feel like they're really just going everywhere. It's not really great for you. That was one of those where you were on both sides and you just got a bit of a split spawn. Again, you guys are kind of just pushing out both ends. There's no real map control. One thing I would say is immediately is this is crying out for an AR. If I was you right now, I'd get an AR out because you're shooting your weapon. You're playing well in terms of slaying, but nothing's happening. So I would like, okay, I need to change my playstyle. Go through the left here. Let's see how you do this. Let's see how you play this. Good. Hold this angle now. Just chill. Just chill. One thing I want you to do is slow down. Stop your gears. Just chill right now. Let's see what you do. Good kill. You're on the hill, but again, you're by yourself. Sometimes you're better off getting off the hill and waiting for your team. Sometimes. It depends on the situation. And it's happening constantly. Where like right there, this is why I said that. I feel like right there, like, yeah, you're getting 5 seconds, but your team aren't with you. You're better off just playing your life and waiting for your team a little bit. Like right there, good kill, that's 3. Now you can stay on hill for a little bit, but just chill there. As soon as your teammate dies, like I would start pushing up a little bit on the left here. Like, right there, I wouldn't have stayed on the hill. I would have pushed to the left because your team are nowhere near you, bro. Like I'm looking at the situation and like you are by yourself. You are sitting right here. Your team are so far apart. Like your team are all the way back there. They're not even with you yet at all. So the worst thing that could happen now, because you know they're spawning there, right? We know they're spawning there. The worst thing that could happen is they push the hill, they kill you, and when they kill you, your whole team's pushed back. So right now, you're better off, in my opinion, like playing your life there, just chilling, so that when someone comes through, you're at least being annoying. Do you remember what that guy did in the first P2? Let me go back. So we're on 6 minutes right now, okay? Let's go back to around there. Look at this first P2. It's good time. It actually made it perfectly. But look at this first P2. You are your opponents right now, okay? Look what happens here. That guy. That should have been you. Look at the difference. What you're doing now is staying there. You end up dying. If you were there, like that guy was, this player would have been your opponent, and you would have been that player. And look, you see how you're distracted, you're distracted, you're distracted. Look, you're going from, you're distracted, you're distracted, you're distracted. You get killed from behind. That's exactly what you should have done. You should have let your teammates push through and play your life. And this is why it's important to not just sit on the hill, but to play play around the hill. Wait for your teammates. Right there, boom. That's fine. 3 are down. As soon as your teammate dies, say, hang on, I'm by myself here. Let me play my life. Let me sit inside there. Let me play my life. Yes, you're using your equipment really well. There's too many angles to watch out for, bro. Too many angles. They're going to be on top of you. Your teammate's not there. You get killed. You could have pushed through and got that kill. If you played that cut like right here, look on the attack maps. If you play this cut right here and the opponent goes through, you get that kill. This guy's looking for you. They're just distracted by you. Look at that. The blue arrows are looking at you. You give time for your teammates. You're doing a really good job slaying. You're doing a really good job slaying. Your teammates need to pull up 100%. They're all getting shit on, I'll be honest. Your teammates are doing terrible. But you need to give yourself more of a chance. What you're constantly doing is you're constantly just running up the hill when I feel like you don't need to be there. Or, get your teammates to go on the hill and put a little bit more pressure sideways. Really good 3-piece. Fantastic play. Look at the minimap. Push up, push up, push up. Right now, this is where I need you more aggressive. You just got a 3-piece. You just got a 3-piece. So what that means is in 3 seconds, they're going to spawn up. Right now, your teammates behind you, they are going to spawn up right here on attack maps, okay? They're going to spawn up right here. In this situation, you need to push this area. You need to push through and start going for spawns. This is where you're going wrong as well. Look at this. You're holding this, you're holding this, you're holding this. You're inviting pressure. You're inviting pressure. Your teammates are there. They could have got the hill. You're giving your teammates a chance to do, like, you should be pushing out there. There was no reason for you to be in the hill. Let me rewind it. Great play, good 2-piece, huge 3-piece, boom, right there. As soon as you get your 3-piece and you see your teammate going up those stairs, as soon as he's going up those stairs, you should be going left to get the spawns for new. You should start to rotate now, but look what you do. You reload, cool. Right now, this is a red flag. This is when you should be going forward, getting the new spawns, start pushing through. Go forward, go up the zip line, if you want, or go to the back, be annoying and start flipping the spawns. You want them to spawn here. You want them to spawn there so that you have good spawns for P3 and you can start chaining some hills. You guys haven't had spawns for a while. And this is the small issue. Look at that. You're holding this. Your slaying is absolutely fine. You're doing a great job killing. But look, you're inviting pressure. You let your teammate go through turtle and die because it was too late. You could have been earlier. You could have got to a good spot. Now you're dolphin diving around. You're getting a few seconds. Again, you're finessing on the hill. Look at that. Great gun skill. Absolutely great gun skill. You're finessing them all over the place. Really good gun skill. But you're down by almost 200 points. so you can see where it's going wrong. Now, this is one of those games where, this is one of those rare occasions where I'm watching the VOD review, and honestly, you're playing very well. You're shooting very well. You're getting 2 pieces after 3 pieces. Your team are costing you. I'll be honest, bro. Your team are costing you. I look at this game. Your teammates are costing you. They got to fix up. They really do. So I actually don't blame you this game. But is there mistakes? Absolutely. Do I think you would win this game if you played a bit better? I don't think so. I really don't. I think this is the game where your teammates are really not giving anything, and I feel sorry for you. I really do, because I think you're playing really well in terms of your gun skill. I love your movement on the hill. You're finessing really well. This is a rough one. It's a rough one to watch because you're actually giving quite a lot. But again, I still think there's a bit you can do more, but I definitely don't blame you. I definitely don't blame you. You got heal time, you got kills, you're doing a really good job. This is a rough one to watch because your teammates are kind of costing you. Right there again, just small decisions that, like I said, I don't think you're responsible for this loss. Your teammates have zero seconds on the hill. It's just one of those ones. But I do think when you go up against bronze and silvers and golds, you should be at a position where you can carry them. So you can just fry everyone and like take over. So I want to see you have that takeover series against these type of players. But small decisions, like I said about this one, like look where you spawn, okay? Like, bro, right now, the quickest route to the new hill is just go underground here. Because your teammates are going through double door. Just meet them. Just go underground now and beat them to the rotation. Like beat your opponents. But look, you're going around. You go all the then you just turn around. You're right. That's it. You were right there. Then you go around. You just take the long route for no reason. These small bad habits we got to get rid of. Will they have won you this map? I don't think so. Like I said, I don't think this map was the issue from you. I don't think you played bad. But those are just small habits I think you should have changed a little bit. Great 2-piece. Huge 2-piece. Okay. Hold your left here. Look at the map. Your teammates got spiral. Hold your left. Your teammates got that. Your teammates have that. It's just waste of a grenade. Waste of a grenade. Okay? So just gotta be careful with our equipment. You could have held that for a bit longer there. Jump up top. See the information. Just jump up top for a second. See what's going on. They're going to be on your right. They have to be on your right here. They have to be on your right. Everyone's got double door. Just watch your right door. Just watch your right door.
2 steps coming in front door.
And look what happens to go for your right door. So again, just a few small details. Now you're frying these guys, but they're like bronze to gold. So I kind of like, yes, you're frying them, but at the same time, I don't think they're the best either. So it's kind of like a balance, but you're doing a really good job frying them. So I want to give you credit. This is a good hill though. It's a good hill from you. Finally, you're able to eat a bit more time there. When you get kills, one thing I would say is just push up a little bit more in terms of like, you can push up a little bit more in terms of like getting that top kind of projector a little bit more, like that jump up. But overall, this wasn't bad. Again, bro, you got a cruise missile, you're frying, you get a 3-piece, you're doing everything, man. I would love if you pulled out an AR. That's one bit of feedback I would say, is pull up an AR a little bit more. Because even when you're soaking time sometimes, I feel like the AR would help you. But honestly, bro, I don't say this lightly. Your team cost you. You played really well, really well. Your gun skill was good. I can see why you're frustrated being in this rank, because I don't think you deserve to be in this rank. And this one's rough, bro, because you played really well. And sometimes you give it your all, and your teammates cost you. And I truly believe this is one of those times. I really do. I don't think you're going to win every single game. Is there things you could have done better? Sure. I think you could have. But I don't think you could have won this game. I really don't. Which is tough to say, because that doesn't happen often. It's one of the only VOD reviews where I left kind of speechless saying, you did very well. You did very well mechanically. Bro, just look at this, like 1 second, 11 seconds, you had 2 minutes in the hill with not much time. Like, I'll be honest, bro. It was a rough one. Yeah, it was a tough one. A few things I would say, a few takeaway feedbacks is like, your routes sometimes take a little bit long for no reason. Like sometimes you take a little bit of extra routes for no reason. You were clearly better than these players in terms of skill, so that was a bonus for you that you were able to outgun them. There was a few times where you just simply weren't pushing up. You were just playing around the hill. So even though your teammates didn't help you, like I feel like you kind of let that happen yourself as well. And the fact that you're squadding with these boys, you got to tell them to step it up a bit, bro. Like, it is what it is, man. Like, if you're going to squad with them, they got to step it up. Like, you have to tell them, like, you have to be more of a leader. That's one thing I want you to develop, is that leadership role. And be like, listen, if we're going to play, there's going to be times where you got to get on the hill, because they won't getting kills or getting on the hill. I would love for you to adapt your play style and cut lanes a bit more. So right now, what you were doing is you were slaying on the hill all the time, but you weren't really manipulating spawns and you weren't really cutting lanes. So you were playing well, but it was one-dimensional. I hope that's fair to say. I hope you don't take that in a negative way. You were playing well, okay, so I'll give you a tick for that. But what you were doing well is this was a hill, okay? This was a hill. You were playing well in the hill. You were playing really well in the hill. But you never went out of there. You never cut the lanes. You never cut the lanes. Like, you never went further out and cut the lanes and manipulated the spawns and, pushed up. And you never went back and held the spawns. You never manipulated spawns on your side or their side. So I felt like you constantly just played around the hill. And that's why you got so many engagements, because you were constantly around the hill where all the fights were. Now, what happens is normally against better players, you're not able to get those 2 or 3 pieces, because you were getting 2 and 3 pieces literally every single opportunity. So in terms of that, you're playing really good. You're getting really good shots off. But I look at that and I'm like, if you played the way you did in a higher lobby, I think you would go really, really negative. But just not because of your gun skill, because those gunfights are really difficult to win. Against any good players or any higher lobbies, when you play like in the hill against good players, especially when you're getting cornered, like you're just going to die every time. Those are kind of the deaths that you expect to get when you're sitting in the hill and people are around you. But what you were doing is people around you and you were just frying and frying and frying. You were killing everyone. So I think that was just a skill diff. I think you were just better than the players you're going up against. And the reason you lost, I would say, was because of your teammates. And I hardly ever say that in a VOD review, to be honest. But yeah, there were still things you can work on. But just take that loss on the chin, man, because I don't think you did bad at all. I think you played pretty good. Yeah, YouTube, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the VOD. If you did, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you guys think down below, chat. Do you guys agree? Do you guys think he did really good? Because I think he did great. And I can't wait. All the comments are going to come in. Oh, that's how I play. My teammates cost me. I already know the comments are coming in. But like I said, there's still things my friend Deck could have done better there. It was just about, I don't think he could have won that map, because I just think his teammates didn't help him, and he would have had to do a lot more. Was it possible to win that map? Sure, but I think he gave it a really good go. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys for another one tomorrow. Peace.